Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My friends and I are members of Group 1. We would like to present to you about the topic that we got, which is hydrocarbon. Here is our members group. Muhammad Fikri bin Supian, Aiman Shakirah binti Jafar, Humairah Ashilah binti Muhammad Nizam, Asma binti Basir, and me, Arni Nazirah binti Azizul. Task 1 state, an unknown hydrocarbon X, C6H12 reacts with 1 molar equivalent of hydrogen gas over palladium catalyst and heated. Hydrocarbon X also reacts with cold, dilute alkaline potassium permanganate to give a diol Y. When oxidized with potassium permanganate in hot, acidic and concentrated condition, X gives propanoic acid and ketone Z. The question asks, draw and name the structures of X, Y, and Z. Next, write the equations and state the difference of observation for the reactions of X with cold dilute alkaline potassium permanganate and in hot, acidic, and concentrated condition. We suggest X is 2-methylpentane. When 2-methylpentane is reacts with hydrogen in the presence of palladium, it will produce 2-methylpentane. When 2-methylpentane is reacts with basic, cold, and dilute potassium permanganate, it will produce Y, which is 2-methylpen-2,3-diol. When 2-methylpentane is reacts with acidic, hot, and concentrated potassium permanganate, it will produce propanone, which is Z. I restate, X is 2-methylpentane, Y is 2-methylpen-2,3-diol, and Z is propanone.
So, let me explain how we get the answer X, Y, and Z. For the first one, X is 2-methylpentane because the equation is about the hydrogenation of alkenes, which is the reaction is electrophilic addition. And when alkenes reacts with hydrogen in the presence of metal catalyst, which is the palladium, and heat, it can produce alkene, which is 2-methylpentane. So next, Y. Y is 2-methylpen-2,3-diol because it is the product of the process oxidation of alkenes, the basic, cold, and dilute potassium permanganate. The potassium permanganate is used to oxidize alkene. It is called Bayer's test. At the end of the process, it produces glycols. Z is also a product of the process oxidation of alkenes, but it uses another product which is acidic, hard, and concentrated potassium permanganate. So let's look at more detail how we get Z. When we use the reaction which is oxidation, cleavage of carbon-carbon double bond occurs and carbon-containing products are obtained. If the double bond is tetra-substituted to carbonic containings are ketones. If hydrogen is present, one of carbonic product is carboxylic acid. In this case, the reactant, the hydrogen is presented, so one of the product will become carboxylic acid, but Z is another product, so it will become ketone. That's why Z name is propanone. Okay, for the last question in task 1, it asks us to state the difference of the observation that we get from the two reactions in the oxidation. For the first one, in the basic, cool, and dilute, the purple color of potassium permanganate is discolorized and brown precipitate will form. For the second one is in the acidic, hot, and concentrated potassium permanganate, the purple color will become colorless. So this is the difference between two oxidation with two different reactions.
The experiment, hydrocarbon X reacts with hydrogen bromide in the presence of hydrogen peroxide. Write the expression showing label major and minor product of the reaction. Explain how to determine the major product for the reaction. Okay. To find the major product, The addition will follow the anti-Markov rule, where the hydrogen atom in HBr will attach to the double bond carbon with few hydrogen. Okay. We have two steps to determine the major product. Step first, addition of electrophile when 2-methyl pendual react with the HBr in the slow reaction. It can produce a alkene. The double bond is disappear and plus bromide. So in the step 2, formation of product or carbocation, do you see the bromide? It have negative sign, so it will attach to the carbon with the positive sign. So it will move, react fastly in this reaction, and it can produce 3 bromo 2 methyl pentane. Okay, next we can move to other presenter.
For task 2, the first question is choose one type of plant mentioned in Al-Quran related to the functional group you have presented in task 1. Find the verse related to that plant. One type of plant mentioned in Al-Quran that is related to the functional group is olive plant, which is mentioned in chapter 16, which is Surah An-Nahl. One of the components in olive plant is N9-alkenes, or can call it as squalene. The squalene contains alkene's functional group. Here is the verse of Surah An-Nahl, verse 11, that shows about olive plant. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ينبت لكم به الزرع والزيتون والنخيل والأعناب ومن كل الثمرات إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يتفكرون. صدق الله العظيم. And the meaning is, and by virtue thereof he causes crops to grow for you, and olive trees, and date palms, and grapes, and all other kinds of fruit. In this, behold, there is a message indeed for people who think. Thank you.
I will present about the active component present in olive plants and the structure, also the IUPAC name for the active component. The active component present in olive plant is N9-alkenes. The IUPAC name for the alkene is squalene. Okay, the composition in olive plants or olive fruits contain two parts, the pulps and the seeds. Accounting for 70% to 90% of the weight of the pulp, seeds account for 10% to 30%. The main components of the pulp are water, oil, sugar, crude, protein, fiber, ash, pectin, and bitter elements. Pulp also contains a variety of vitamin C. In addition, it also contains large amounts of mineral elements too. Okay, next is I am going to present about the benefits of olive plants. Olive plants have a lot of benefits. For example, the leaves. The leaves of olive plants are rich with more than 40 antioxidants and high with vitamin C. It helps our body to fight with free radicals that otherwise could damage our cells and speed up aging. Regularly ingesting olive oil supports fending off cardiovascular disease, since olive leaf can increase good cholesterol while reducing the bad cholesterol level. Drinking olive leaves water also infusion lower arterial blood pressure and prevent related disorders such as migraines, vertigo, and tinnitus. Okay, next is the structure of the squalene. Okay, and this is our reference to do our project. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.